This video includes major spoilers about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you haven't seen it yet and care about spoilers, you are warned. Throughout the entire internet, I have never actually seen anybody who have been fully able to answer the question how to be worthy of Mjolnir, Thor's hammer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At least in the 5 first minutes of me searching up how to be able of lifting Thor's hammer on Google. Therefore, today I give a definite answer to the question: how are you able to lift Thor's hammer? In case you have forgotten, here's the thing with Mjolnir. Thor owns a hammer which he uses in combat called Mjolnir. The key feature with his hammer is that no one can lift it unless the person is worthy. However, we have never actually gotten an explanation for what being worthy means. This is not going to be a science theory, meaning I won't be doing any complicated physics calculations or science assumptions in this video. No, what I'm going to do in this video is to try and find out how you are worthy of lifting Mjolnir in the Marvel Universe movies. Just movies, not comic books, just movies. Oh, but why don't you base some of your research off of comic books, the bow tie, and not just the movies? Because I don't own any comic books of Marvel. Yeah, people born after 2000 doesn't read comic books. Except for Donald and Company. And a little bit of manga. Not me, other people. And The Walking Dead. Okay, I lied. People born after 2000 does read comic books. Let's start by analysing who has wielded Thor's hammer before. Well, for starters, Thor can lift Thor's hammer, obviously. But for a brief moment in Thor 1, he couldn't. It was the entire plot of the movie after all. Thor must find a way to lift his hammer again, because his father, Odin, put a lock on it and grounded him to Earth. Earth.
I now take from you your power! Cast you out! Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
It is only after he saved his friends from certain death that he finally becomes a god again and is able to lift Mjolnir. He is worthy.
So take mine and end this. It's over.
Worthy. Let's move on. Captain America can lift Thor's hammer. But just almost. I mean, he can make it move slightly, but not enough to yield it, and definitely not enough to punch someone. So what happened to Captain America then? Well, he fought in World War II, crashed an airplane into the sea, almost killed himself trying to save others, and when they dug him out he was unharmed. Luckily. Trying to save others. Let's move on. Vision! Vision can lift Thor's hammer. But really, he's a topic I will come back onto later. It requires a bit of speculation. Okay, I'm just going to say it out loud now. I think that worthiness, in Odin's eyes, isn't a mindset you must have, but an action you must have done. Specifically, sacrificed yourself to save other people. And I mean properly sacrifice, like actually die. This is, after all, what happens in Thor 1. Thor lays dead on the floor and Mjolnir flies up from the rock it was stuck in and resurrects our hero from the dead. Luckily, that was just about it. But what really convinced me about this is the fact that Captain America sort of did the same thing. Think about it. When he flew that airplane into the sea, his mindset was that he was going to die. That was what he was doing. He was sacrificing his own life, and it was a lucky accident that he survived. This is why he can just almost lift Mjolnir, because he didn't properly kill himself. He didn't actually die. This confuses Mjolnir, so Mjolnir lets him move him slightly, just not enough to yield him. Vision is a whole other case. I mean, Vision can actually lift the hammer from the ground and up into the air. He even used it to punch Ultron once. But let's really look at what Vision does to Mjolnir. He doesn't actually yield the hammer, just lifts it. No lightning strikes, no teleportation to Asgard or anything. He just lifts it and punches someone with it. I mean, you must be able to do that with an ordinary hammer as well. You know, just a friendly pat on the back. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly how Vision is able to lift Thor's hammer, but I think it has something to do with the following facts. Number 1, he is made out of adamantium. Number 2, he's an android. Number 3, he has an infinity stone in his head. And number 4, he was actually made by Thor's lightning. Oh, you don't remember that, do you? Roll the clip! Then there's the whole resurrections thing with Thor in Thor 1. I mean, Thor turns into a human being, so how comes he gets resurrected? Well, I think that Odin's spell or Odin's curse wasn't just on Mjolnir, but on both Mjolnir and Thor. In that moment, when Odin banishes Thor to the earth, he gives Thor a new body, a new life. Identical to his god body, yes, but apart from the fact that he is now a human being and no longer a god. When the Thor's human body dies, for other people's sake of course, Thor gets back his god body and his hammer. Oh, but if being worthy is that simple, why didn't Odin just say so? That is a good question. I think the answer is that if Odin just said it out loud, Thor would have just found some humans to sacrifice himself for and just gone straight up back to Asgard. No. Odin wanted to teach his son a very important lesson about... what exactly? What has Thor learned in this movie? In the beginning of the movie, Thor would have gladly and willingly have sacrificed himself for his friends. His flaw is that he goes thoughtlessly into battle. He doesn't think about his consequences. That is what being worthy should mean. Not to kill yourself to save your friends, but to think about what to do before you do it. Honestly, this just goes to length to show us how crappy the Thor movie actually is. No offense for Thor fans, though. So, thanks for watching my theory on Thor. The video is about over now, but I think you should watch all the way to the end. Like if you want to, if you think this theory is correct, share it with your friends, and so on. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not really in power to tell you what to do, but if you want to do it, go ahead. I'm rambling about again, aren't I? Yeah. Good day. And the element of the month is... osmium. Osmium is the densest naturally occurring metal in nature, with a density of 22,610 kilograms per cubic meter. Don't forget to vote for your favorite element in the monthly element contest down in the comment section. Who knows, maybe your favorite element will be the next element of the month. This theory is for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, meaning just the movies that they have created, not the comic books. Because, honestly, it would change. Worthiness is dependent of the writer. the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the movies seem to think that you have to sacrifice yourself to become worthy. But there are exceptions in other books and like comic books. So it varies from writer to writer. There will never be a definite answer and one glorious, one outstanding answer to how to be worthy. It would vary from writer to writer. Eat your vegetables.